there, good looking. Welcome to this quick strength workout using only one dumbbell. And I have added an extra bonus of a ton of calories burned to this as well. Yes, I ordered everything up for you and I am delivering to you. So grab your dumbbell, lace up your runners, and let's go get warmed up. Hi there, I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey, I help women over the age of 40 reclaim the tush of their 20s, and have been doing this for a long time. So listen, if that interests you, click that subscribe button, because I would love to keep working with you. Now we're going to get ourselves warmed up and then dive into this quick, sweaty dumbbell workout, okay? Awesome. Feet apart for me, toes are slightly turned out. Bring the arms straight up, shoulder blades are rolled to the back pocket. Squat rearward, pushing the bum back, knees tracking with the toes, while we keep those shoulders away from the ears. So this will warm up the mid-back area in addition to all of our lower body muscles. So we have 5 strength movements to do. I've tried to coordinate as many muscles in each movement as possible so that you get the most effective workout in the shortest amount of time. Now we have 4 rounds of these though, okay? So we're not messing around. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, stagger your stance for me. Back, hip, and shoulder align. Lunge down, bring the arms up when you do, and come back up out of your lunge. Now, if lunges bother your knee, you can also do a hip extension, just making sure, though, that you aren't overarching your low back as you push the leg behind you, okay? So always options with my workouts. And if I miss an option, hey, don't forget, you can always leave a comment down below. We answer all the questions that are asked. If you subscribe to the channel, though, we take care of the subscribers. And if you're part of the Patreon tribe, you can access me directly through direct message on that platform. Last 4, 3, 2, one more, 1. Now keep this leg back for me. Take the hand down to the ground. All right, now if you need to, you can drop that back knee if this is too much here. Otherwise, drop that forearm to the ground and then rotate and take a look at the hand and do it again. Good, 2 more. 1 more. And step the other leg back. Same thing, you can just do a hip extension if the knees are sensitive, or join me. Let's add the arms though, so we keep the shoulders moving. That front knee and ankle are aligned. Nice. 4 more. And now drop the hand, wrist under shoulder. You can come on the outside edge of that front foot if you'd like. Forearm to ground. Rotate, twist up. Take a look at the hand. Back knee can be on the mat, or extend it, pushing that back of the knee towards your ceiling. Last 1. Good job. Feet together and shake it out. Okay, we are going to get busy. Now we have 30 seconds on the clock, 15-second transition. I'm going to grab a quick sip because I'm already thirsty. Working a lot of single arm movements because we're using one dumbbell. So when that happens, we coordinate a lot more oblique on that. So those are your waist muscles. Okay. Mirroring me. Okay. I'm gonna start with my left because I'm left-handed. Single arm snatch. So we come down into a squat and it's like you're zipping up a zipper in front of the body. So this is not what you're doing. Nice, slow and controlled shoulder press, okay? No, you wanna snatch it up using your hips and your shoulders. So up, okay? Yes, of course. You're awesome like that. So let's get set up. Feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. Abs are engaged. Bending the knees, not your back, to get the dumbbell to the ground, and we snatch it up. All 30 seconds with this one arm, okay? Ready, set, go. Now your other hand, I just like to rest it on my hip. You can do whatever you want. Some people bring the arm out here. Up to you. 30 seconds on the clock. Now before we do the other side, I got a fun little plank drill with the dumbbell we'll do, and then we'll do the other arm. You're pulling on a slight diagonal here, not straight up and down. Good. Time. All right, so high plank on the knees to modify. Take the dumbbell on the outside behind the left wrist. Okay, here's on the knees if you need to modify. Take the right hand, pick the dumbbell up, and place it to the outside of the mat behind the right wrist. Left, pick the dumbbell up. Good. Now, if you're with me on the toes, feet apart, keeping those hips quiet. Keep the bum down. A one-arm plank is hard to do, so if you need to come down on the knees, hey, go for it. Stick with me, we'll get you stronger. Time. Okay, other arm snatch. Whew. Yeah, I know. This is how this one moves. So again, we're coming on a bit of a diagonal. Bend the knees, not your back to get the dumbbell down there. Yes? Good. Here we go. Come down, go. Up. We're back to high plank for the next move. And I'll also show an alternative for those of you that don't like to be weight bearing on your wrists too much. Time. Okay, I'm gonna go on the ground, but if this doesn't work for you, it's a hip hinge for you, and you are alternating row pattern. See how I'm just dropping that dumbbell in my hand each time, keeping that neutral spine. That's important. Join me here, full plank, same thing. Or take it right down onto the knees. They call these renegade rows. This is our fourth movement pattern out of 5. If you're with me on the toes, feet apart, keep those hips quiet. Good. Time. On your back. Hold on to the dumbbell with each hand and let it rest just on the upper abdomen. Bring the legs in tabletop. Lift up your shoulder blades and your head only. If you have osteoporosis, don't lift, just stay here. And give me a press. Bring the dumbbell down towards the forehead for a skull crusher, and then finish the press. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Advanced people. Legs out. Don't let that low back lift. Fire up the deep core muscles. Breathe. Standing. Coming up. Oh yeah, this one sucks, doesn't it? Time. Oh, yeah. Okay, back to left arm, single arm snatch. Round 2 of 4. Yes. Feet apart, toes turned out, head up, chest up, bend the knees, and snatch it up. Good. Woo. So this could actually be called a metabolic workout as well, because your heart rates are going to be up there for the whole entire workout, because we've got so many different muscles moving on each movement pattern. So, but it's also a single dumbbell workout, so this hopefully appeals to you. Not a lot of tools, not a lot of time, and time on that one. All right. Plank with dumbbell pull through. Now, if you don't like being on the wrists at all, come into a forearm plank and then tap your dumbbell, okay? That's if you don't like to be on the wrists at all. Otherwise, dumbbell behind the left wrist, right hand comes and picks it up. Try to place it on the outside of your mat, if you have a mat. So you've got to really reach under to pick the dumbbell up there. Don't make it easy for yourself. Good job. Woo. Feet apart, keep those hips quiet if you're on the toes. Bum down, breathe. Time. All right, right arm, single arm snatch. Whew. Deep breath. So again, feet are what? They're wide, aren't they? Toes turned out. head up. I want you looking at me when you do this. Yeah? Perfect. Down. Snatch it up. So it's a little faster. It's not a straight arm, okay? You're not going out in a diagonal. You do have a bend of the elbow, and then you use those hips, everything in the body to get the dumbbell up above the shoulder. Time. Renegade rows in a plank coming up. Remember, if you don't like that, hip hinge and alternate rows here. Okay? Join me, toes or knees. If you're on the toes, feet apart. Give me a solid plank. Now go, row up. Chest press to skull crusher coming up. Time. All right, so remember, you can have your legs in tabletop or straighten them out. Okay, start with the dumbbell just resting about chest height for me. And if you'd like, you can lift the upper body up off the mat and press skull crusher lower. Remember, osteoporosis, keep the head down. We don't want to flex the spine. Advanced people, here we go. Straighten those legs. Good. Keep the legs straight. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Banana pose. Time. Oh, banana pose sucks. Okay, left arm, round 3. Single arm to snatch. Woo, yeah, my heart rate's doing pretty good. How about you? Good. So chest up, go. Feet wide, I should say, not up. So it's like you're zipping something up, okay? Now, if you are having a hard time with this, okay, don't worry, it's a tough move to nail. Do it with no dumbbell or lighten up the load. I'd much rather you get your form than trying to struggle with a heavy dumbbell. And anytime, take a break, grab a water if you need it. Now we're planking. Remember, you can be on your forearms if that bothers your wrists on your hand, and then you'll tap the dumbbell in front of you. Everybody else, dumbbell behind the left wrist, outside of the mat. On the knees or the toes, feet apart, go. Keep the core engaged. Lift the dumbbell up. Don't move the hips. Breathe, baby. Time. Okay. Right arm, snatch. Feet wide, toes turned out. I know. Cherish these 15 seconds, hey? Okay, so you're gonna bend the knees, snatch up. Good. Do it again. Excellent. Good. Now remember, it's a hip hinge. You hear me talk about that a lot. So essentially, we are bending from the top of the leg crease, not your waistband. It's better for your back. Renegade rows coming up. Time. Okay, so renegade rows. Or remember, hip hinge, knee soft, alternating rows. Okay? Awesome. If you're down on the ground with me, you can be on the knees or on your toes. If you're on the toes, please keep those hips quiet. Go. I feel like I missed something, but I don't think I did. If I missed an arm, you guys will let me know. Just make up for it at the end. I know, you think I could remember 5 little exercises, huh? Time. I feel like I might have missed an arm. Let's do the right arm snatch, just in case I did. If I didn't, then we do the right twice. Here we go. Ready? This is really quality programming here at Fitness with PJ, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm making you do this arm 3 times. Or more than, 5 times. Chest press to skullcrusher after this. Whew. Time. Whew. Okay, so chest press, skullcrusher. You decide whether or not you want to add the upper body lift. Start with the dumbbell down though, so the back of your arms will probably be resting on your ground. Legs in tabletop. And then again, you decide if you want to round the upper back, use the abs, go press crunch, or banana. Look at your toes if you're doing banana. Good. Don't let that low back arch. If the back is starting to hurt, legs back in tabletop. Okay, not worth it. Don't push through it. Time. Deal? Okay, good. All right, last round. Left arm. Single arm snatch. I'll pay attention this side, I promise. So come down, snatch it up. Ready? Go. Hip hinge, sitting your bum back, keeping that chest and collarbone open, keeping yourself square to me. If you're wondering what weight I'm using a 15. I don't know what that is in kg for my UK friends. Sorry. Time. All right, plank with dumbbell pull through or on the forearms and dumbbell taps, okay? If you're with me, dumbbell behind the left wrist. Feet apart. You can also be on your knees. If you're on your toes, keep those hips quiet. Go. Pick the dumbbell up with the opposite hand. Don't drag it. Pick it up. Good. Right arm snatch coming up. Time right here. Okay, right arm. Keep moving those feet too in the 15-second break. Whew. Here we go. Feet are apart. Shoulder width ideally. Toes are slightly turned out. Keep yourself square to me. Go and snatch. Alternating renegade rows coming up for the final time. Time. Okay, so remember your modification. If you don't like being in plank, weight bearing on the wrists and shoulders, here's where you're at, okay? Just keep that neutral spine. I know, I keep harping, sorry. Here we go, high plank, knees or toes, go. I really do nag, don't I? It's because I can't see you, and it's so important that we maintain neutral spine, especially as we're older, because our spines have already taken a beating with all the other crap we've done through the decades. Time. All right, here we go. Chest press to skullcrusher. We can add the banana if you want, but start with tabletop for me. Back of the arms resting on your mat, dumbbell in each hand. Press up, skullcrusher, and lower. If you'd like, lift the upper body up so we get the abdominals engaged. And then if you want a little bit more spiciness, banana. Let's call this a hot banana. Hot mess banana right here on YouTube. This is it, you guys. Last movement. Come on. Time. We did it. Oh my goodness. Come into a standing position for me. All right. We got to get your heart rates down a bit. Whew. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Keep moving the feet. That went by quick, didn't it? I bet you when I first said we were doing 4 rounds, you probably rolled your eyes. But it goes by quick. And it's important that we do multiple sets, especially if you have a short amount of time. You'll actually get more results because you really are fatiguing that muscle over and over and over again and making it break down so that in the next 24, 48 hours, it rebuilds stronger. There you go. Okay. Whew. Just march it out, shake out the arms. Shake out the hands, right? Hold on the dumbbell for the last 20 minutes. Open and close them maybe if that feels good for the hands. We're just trying to get the heart rates down nice and easy. Good. We can toe tap. Excellent. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathe normal. A couple of stretches for the hips and legs, and away you go. So let's start with a hip flexor stretch. Left knee underneath the hip, right knee and ankle aligned. Now squeeze the left glute and tuck the tailbone under. Good, and you'll feel a nice release in that hip flexor. If you want a bit more, take that left arm straight up, bringing rib away from hip, and then lean to your right. So if you've still got extra gas in the tank and you've got some spare time, I'll hook up a workout for that would complement this one really nicely. It's a core workout. And all you have to do is just wait for the last couple of seconds of this workout and it'll float across your screen and you can just click on it. And let's do the other side. Good. And reach up. Lean away. Good. So once again, our cues here, we want that front knee and ankle aligned and the back knee and hip aligned. So we're not really opening up that stance and there's no need to get the hip flexor. Where you really get the hip flexor is by squeezing the glute and tucking the tailbone under. And take it down onto the mat. Extend your left leg straight up to get into the hamstring. Maybe if you're like me, take a look at all the dog hair that's stuck to your workout pants and pick it off. Oh, I have 2 dogs, if you're new to the channel. 2 big dogs, 2 big hairy dogs. And hair is everywhere. All right, bend this knee for me, cross the ankle over the thigh, pull in for figure 4. In fact, of time of filming of this, it's becoming dust bunny season. It's a seasonal thing. The dust bunnies, they multiply. They mate in the middle of the night. Again, if you have animals, you know this as well. So I have to call the dust bunnies and release right leg straight up so they don't mate and multiply. And I'm, calling on a daily basis almost. I could vacuum every day and there would still be dust bunnies. All right, bend the knee, ankle crosses over that left thigh, pull in for figure 4. Oh my goodness, this feels so nice in the hip, doesn't it? So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you joining me on today's workout. If you enjoyed the workout, hey, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel with YouTube algorithms if you subscribe, so we would appreciate it. And then drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you as well. Rock yourself up to a seated position, insoles together, open up the knees, stretch out into the groin, bring the hands behind you so you can sit up nice and tall. Last stretch here. And if you've been to the workouts a few times, we would love for your support on Patreon. If it wasn't for that community, we would not have a YouTube channel. So if you want to keep the channel going, we would love to see your support and see your smiling face over there. All the information is down below in description. Release. There you go. You did it. Thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, there'll be a complimentary workout scooting across the screen anytime now. If you've got extra time and gas in the tank, give it a try. We'll see you next workout. Bye.